welcome to the show. Today's episode will be talking about provisional licensing, or you might know it as P-plates. Now I'm sure most of the young audience here probably have a P-plate or probably getting one soon. Now licensing is a great big major topic, right? So I thought of first seeing what people know about it, you know, what people have to say about it. So I went around, took some interviews, and here it is. Have a take a look. About people it is right. They give us at the police force, they give us a real hard time, yeah. They go out, they go out drunk and after midnight, right? And we have to chase them. It's becoming a real problem. These teenagers, right? They are risking their life and risking the life of the other people on the road. It just gotta stop.
I know I shouldn't drive. I shouldn't drive after midnight, and I shouldn't exceed the speed limit, and I shouldn't have an alcohol level of 0. That's it.
I am rather concerned with P-platers these days, especially with accidents and deaths frequently occurring on the news. I am rather worried about the safety and welfare of the current generation. Throughout my years of driving, I have never seen such disregard to laws and authority. Something must be done to return the safety to our roads. Alright, now that was interesting. Now, reckless driving and breaking the law, that is a really big issue in Australia. And furthermore, listen to this. The number one cause of death in Australia is, well, you guessed it, traffic accidents. And where do traffic accidents come from? Reckless driving. And even more worrying, right, is that most traffic accidents involve a young person. Now, speaking of traffic accident, here's a recent report involving a teenage P-plater. He was involved in a fatal car crash. Here's a news report. Take a look.
A teenage girl is dead after the car she was travelling in veered off the Mitchell Freeway and slammed into a tree. The vehicle was being driven by a P-plate driver, sparking yet more debate on driving restrictions for young people.
The high-powered sedan ripped open like a tin can when it hit a light pole, then crashed roof first into a tree. It's believed the driver had had his licence less than 6 months.
Look, at this stage, it's an indication of probably speed and inexperience. P-plate driver.
It's believed surgeons at Sir Charles Gardner Hospital fought to save the teenager's life for over an hour. He's now in a critical but stable condition. Police are also investigating witness reports that the car was involved in a drag race. This latest crash follows another involving a P-plate driver on Friday night, where a 16-year-old female passenger's leg was severed. The horror weekend on the roads likely to spark debate about further restricting young drivers.
Yeah, it's a bit disturbing that people with such inexperience and young age are able to get behind the wheel of such a high-powered vehicle.
Police say new laws restricting the type of car P-platers can drive are desperately needed.
I believe the government may be looking at power-to-weight ratio licensing, and I think this is probably a good example of why they should look at that.
Police hope the latest road tragedies hit home with young drivers.
It's not only poor young girls' life has gone, but their whole lives, their families and everybody's affected. So it's very sad.
Christian DeGarris, 10 News.
Alright, now that was a Channel 10 news report. Now we all know the rules, we've all seen the consequences, so why does reckless driving still exist, and why did traffic accidents still occur, despite people knowing all the laws and rules? Here with me I have Mr. Tony Walker, intensive care paramedic, to answer this question. So Mr. Walker, why did traffic accidents still occur despite everybody knowing their laws?
There's probably a number of issues. One is obviously there's a lack of driving experience, which would contribute to them possibly getting themselves out of an incident. There is certainly an issue around male-driven testosterone, particularly around males and particularly with higher speed vehicles. And I think there's also a sense of not wanting to be a sense of immortality, that nothing bad will happen to them, that they can put the foot down. That doesn't the end result isn't something that they're thinking about.
Alright, thanks Mr. Walker. Now just before the end of the show, I just wanted to run through the main P-plate laws. Right, a P-plate driver's alcohol blood level should not exceed 0.0. P-plate signs must be placed on either end of the car. P-platers should not drive past midnight, and P-platers should drive proper vehicle. Now there's some vehicles that cannot be driven on a P-plate license. Right, that brings us to the end of the show. If you would like to know some more information about P-plate laws, you can just visit the website displayed on the screen. And that's all for today, and see you next Oh, I had a bit of accident. Oh, I should have followed the rules. Oh, oh,